If you like the content, please subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment down below. Thank you so much. There you go.
Yep. Mama, I love you. This part right there, yeah.
Up here?
Yep.
Okay.
And then a little pain in the shoulder. And
Kind of
then,
on the border of the scapula here? Where exactly?
like more like right,
On the attachments here?
yeah,
Okay.
right up in there, and then in a little bit of lower back.
Does that stay in the lower back, or does it go down your leg?
Yeah, it sometimes go down, shoot down to the leg sometimes.
To the knee, down to the foot, you think, or just the hip?
More like calf area right here.
Okay.
Stiffness.
Okay, and you drive for a living? You're sitting a lot?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Professional truck driver.
I gotcha. So look straightforward. So your posture determines how our spine wears out, and your head is about 2 inches forward from your shoulders. The farther forward your head goes, the more stiff your middle back becomes. When your head is upright, lay your head flat. When your body's upright, things are supposed to be relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
See how when I go forward,
Yeah.
my back gets all tense?
Yeah.
And so the tension and stiffness that you're feeling in your back is really postural.
Okay.
The alignment has to be changed if your head stays forward. Why? Because, Ed, I spend most of my day driving, and driving is bent forward. You follow me?
Yeah.
So we've got to get your body upright, and we can't reshape hard clay. In order to change your posture, I have to first get all the parts of your back working, and then we can start molding your spine back into the right position.
Okay.
The alignment can't be changed through adjustments. It can't be changed through electrocution or lasers or, I wish it was true. Even adjustments can't do it. It's only through stretching. And so the purpose of the table is to make your spine soft enough so that we can get you to start stretching.
Gotcha.
So let me have you start on your back for me.
All right.
Let it go. Here we go. They're already moving. Good. I can tell you're adjusted. Good. Breathe in deep. Let your jaw relax open and let the air out. I got you. Let it go. I got you. Yeah, real tight in there. I got you. One more. I got you. Head back. Let it go. There we go. Yeah, real tight up there. It's okay. We'll get him. I'm going to get him moving. Top leg bent. Bring this arm a little bit closer for me. Hands on your belly. There we go. Bring this bottom leg straight. There we go. Breathing deep for me. Look over this shoulder. Exhale. Exhale. I got you, brother. I got you. There we go. Already moving. Breathe in deep. Exhale. Here we go. Exhale. Exhale. Good. Other side for me. Good. Other side. Yeah, I know. Nobody's twisted me like this before, Ed.
I ain't when I play sports.
Bottom leg straight. You got it.
Yeah.
Bend this knee. There you go. Good, good, good. Put the ankle behind the knee. There we go. And then breathe in deep. And exhale. Twist, twist. There we go. All right. Good. There we go. Face up for me. I got you.
Oh man, this is my favorite. This is my worst part. I hate right here.
I'm just gonna massage first. I got you. I'm just gonna massage a little bit. I can see you've been I know you drove a lot to get here, and we gotta sort of, coerce all these areas to start moving.
Yeah.
When we're sitting, it's not really required for all the parts of your back to be moving, and so over time and years of injuries and just sitting, our back gets stiffer and stiffer until we're only left with a certain, few segments still functioning.
True.
And so those 5 segments typically are aging at a fast rate, and then the other 19 vertebrae are just sitting on the sidelines watching the baseball game. Feel how tight it is up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a big old knot right there on the right side, right here at the top here. You got to sort of untangle this. It gets all clogged. It's almost like my kid's hair. You got to comb it, and you got to keep making passes on it until it glides through effortlessly, smoothly. There shouldn't be any restriction in here. There you go. It's starting to soften up. I can tell you've been worked on. Sometimes people that haven't been worked on ever, it's like making the first pass with a carpet cleaner.
Yeah.
It's like, you tell me you've never vacuumed this ever? No, I've never. It's like, oh boy, how much dirt are we going to pull out of here?
So I did buy me a workout bench.
Okay.
And then
What do you like to do workout wise? What's your routine look like usually?
My workout normally is the basketball court, but
Okay.
I gotta find another way to, because like you said, since sitting down so much. But
So usually it's just the basketball court is where you're working out. What are you trying to do? Bench pressing, arms?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Work on lower back. Just a lot of stuff with free weights.
Gotcha.
Trying to be creative while staying healthy while driving trucks.
I got you. It's all about balance. So what do you say? The gym builds strength, But with strength comes some level of rigidity. You understand? You're a better bench presser with a solid chest. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're a better bicep curler with your back stiff. So the game that I try to play, or what I think for long-term health, is balance of flexibility and power. Most of us in America are spending too much, we work heavily on power, and then flexibility is lacking.
Gotcha.
So that's the main sort of story that I'm feeling with your neck right now, is not one of you need more power or strength in your neck. You have plenty of power in here. What I want is balance, and if you're going to be an athlete, that's great, but you want flexibility and range of motion so that the forces are all spread evenly, and I don't sort of subscribe to the idea that your muscles, could be contracted all the time to hold you stabilized. I say good luck with that. To me, you need the right alignment, and then the alignment and the mobility of your spine is what keeps your spine healthy, not by, does that make sense, your muscles being tight all the time. Muscles can give stability, but long term, I think we're going to find better success by having all the parts of your back working, your spine aging evenly, and not having, 5 vertebrae doing all the work.
Gotcha.
So it's a balance. And so you can work out. I want you to be able to work out and do the things you want to do in life, but it's like a person that off-roads their car more often. They're going to need a mechanic. Let this side go. Here we go. Real gentle. Just trying to move this top bone. There you go. Very good. I want you to let it go. There we go. Nice. Okay. All right. Here we go. So we're not trying to move every bone in your neck. It's not my goal, nor really do I think it should be any chiropractor's goal. The goal is to adjust your spine. Anybody can knock over the entire Jenga tower, right? If you're playing Jenga, that game with the blocks,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't really take much skill to knock over all the pieces. It takes some skill to just move one piece at a time. And so that's what the word adjustment is. And manipulation is, let's move every bone that can move. And adjustment is, let's try to focus force into certain areas to loosen them and to try as best we can to put as little force, even though it's not possible to put no force, but put as little as possible into the areas that are aging quickly. So the point that you were pointing to on that upper part of your back on the right is a attachment point from your neck. The more forward your head goes, the more you tug on that attachment there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So to relieve that pain, I have to get your head back over your shoulders. I can't get your head back over your shoulders because the joints in your spine not liking each other. See how stiff they are up here?
Yeah.
So the joints in your spine have more feeling than the disc on the front. And so at your age, the head just typically just goes forward to put weight on the non-sensitive disc. And then the joints feel pretty good by having all the weight removed from them. The issue is that the muscles then are working really hard because the posture's not correct. So
Gotcha.
the first phase of this care is what I call the demo phase. We have to get all the parts working like clay. You can't reshape hard clay. We've got to make the clay soft, and then we can start showing you how to mold your neck back. There you go. Your neck's not used to being here.
Yeah.
That's where his neck belongs, is with this arch in it. And so holding your neck in this position is how we...
I can even breathe better like this.
Correct. Yeah, no, easy test to do is you just, when you're sitting, just push your head forward, try to take a deep breath in, and then bring your head back and take a deep breath in, and it's a lot easier. And, people with COPD and breathing issues, I'm going, part of that puzzle is getting your head to chest alignment fixed. And, it's not really...
I can feel the pressure coming off, too.
Yep, you got to get your head back. Even gastric reflux, people with reflux, the stomach gets squeezed the more forward your head goes. So, all right, very good. I'm going to go see if I can go round 2 here a little bit. All right, see if I can go a little deeper. There we go. Let it go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Good. It's okay. I move pretty good. Just check this side. Let it go. Nice. Very good. Very good.
I kind of felt that was coming anyway.
Yeah.
When you turned it.
You did good. Head back. There we go. And so just holding you back here now. Go. There you go. Head back. If the area is not functioning properly, and I have people tell me, I don't like being adjusted. I don't like my back being massaged. And I'm like, It's probably because you have a problem back there. It's like, oh, I like getting my teeth cleaned. My gums bleed when I go to a dental hygienist. That's a problem. You need to go to a dental hygienist maybe more often, or brush your teeth, or floss, or rinse, or Listerine, or, just because something isn't liked doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like spinach or asparagus or broccoli. It's like, well, they're actually really good for you. Have you been combed before? No? Okay. So it's just a way of helping speed up the replacement rate. I think of it like expedited shipping on an Amazon package. It's like, do I want ground shipping or do I want, Prime. Yeah, I want Prime. I want my expedited. The disc has no feeling, and so it lends this question, well, how do I value or take care of something that has no feeling, right? Mm. What I can say is that when your posture is incorrect, it's very likely that on an MRI we would see accelerated aging of your discs. And that's what I ultimately care about. That's what's sort of going down your leg into when I asked you about the shooting pain. Yeah. That's a disc injury in the lower back. So your lower back is older than you are. And to resolve that issue, we have to get this upper back and middle back working better to functionally take some of the stress off your lower back.
I get massages now, and I know it's called a Akashi.
Okay.
And basically they use their foot, but the way the lady do it, she stretched me out.
Right.
While doing the massage. Oh man, she put me in all kind of positions.
I want to relieve the tension off of them by getting your head back.
Gotcha.
And if we get the head back, and at the end of your day, even though you have to drive for a living, at the end of your day, if we can spend some time counter stretching, then the overall amount of tension that you build up every day in here will become less and less, and you won't have this, and it just feels tight and tense in here, up here all the time, which can be a depressing thing. If we don't change your posture, I find that, sometimes we can have a depressing relationship with a chiropractor, because if the posture's not changed, it felt great for a couple days, and now it's back again. And then I got adjusted, it felt great for a couple days, I got massaged, it felt great for a couple days, and it's back again. Even though maybe you've been adjusted, nobody's probably really dug into some of these areas. And there you go, brother. There we go. There you go. There you go.
I ain't know I was that type, boy. Ooh.
Here it comes if you get a shot on the shoulder here. Let's see if you can see that. So the shoulder's an interesting thing. The more forward your shoulder goes, the more we have something called labral tear. So the edge of the glenohumeral joint. So the humerus, the glenoid fossa, the deepest part's in the middle. Mm-hmm. It's like a lake. The deepest part of the lake's in the middle. And if you have a yacht, you want it in the middle of the lake, right, where it's the deep end. And if you had a yacht and you started driving your boat near the shallow end, you wouldn't be surprised if you started hitting the bottom. You follow me? Right? So the humerus should be pivoting in the middle part of the glenoid fossa. The more forward your shoulders go, the more your shoulder starts to grind on the anterior part of that fossa. Do you follow?
Gotcha.
All right. So we call them labral tears. People constantly, you might hear of a guy, I got a labral tear in my shoulder. It's because his shoulder's so far forward that he's not accessing the depth of cartilage in the middle. He's utilizing the anterior edge. So the more we get your shoulder back, the longer your shoulder joint, does that make sense, will last. There we go, yeah. Not as bad over here. That left side was...
That left side.
Are you left-handed? No, you're not.
No,
you're right-handed. This side's... Well, this side's not as tangled, man. You got a giant... Right? That was a giant lump on the left side. Sometimes the side we use more, say, even though it can be injured, it's at least functioning. You understand? It actually does what I ask it to do because you've been asking it to function.
Yeah.
And then the side that's ignored or stiff, when I go in there and you make it function, it's going... What the heck, man? Nobody's asked me to function at this level before. There we go, right there. Muscles grow when they're stressed. Your skin gets thicker when it's stressed. I have a MMA fighter that comes in here and his ears look like cauliflowers from being punched all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And the medical world agrees with me that the cauliflower ear, muscles getting bigger, and calluses on your skin are not diseases. They're adaptations to stress. And so... in the same way, when you overwork a joint in your spine, it will grow. And that's not a disease either. We label it as a disease because the joint that grows inflames the nerve and causes pain. Mm-hmm. But what we're finding is that only 5 of the joints really grow, that 19 joints really never grow. And so the other joints don't grow because they're not functioning. We've got to get up here, and I'm going to spend some time because this area pretty much didn't work. You know, all up here. Oh man. This is usually when I start singing my Chevy song, like a rock, strong as I could be, like a rock. You know, it's just, oh my goodness. Right there. Mm-hmm. 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 Unglue your scapula from your ribs. All right, there we go. Just hold that. There you go. There you go. Okay. Very good.
You are tough.
I'm just breathing. Believe me, my massage therapist, oh my gosh, she was going in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's just coming from being overworked?
It's just stiffness. It hasn't been asked to function, and so this area is just shut down. And now, not only is it stiff, and I'm asking this area to bend properly, the muscles are filled up with so much tension from being in the wrong posture. So the muscles are all filled with lactic acid. That's what part of this soreness and spasms are in here. And it's just locked down. Yeah, this whole area just needs to be broken down. Mm-hmm. There we go. Right there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Lord Jesus.
You know, you feel the best you've ever felt the day before you can't move. As your back gets stiffer, you actually feel better because there's less parts of your back that are talking to you. And so a lot of this might be, I didn't even know that was there, Ed, until you touched it, because it wasn't moving. And by making it function, the sensors are all kinetic sensors. Mm-hmm. When an area is completely static, you know, you don't really, like right here, I didn't even know that was there, Ed. Telling you, got plenty of core strengthening back here. All I'm doing is busting down all these walls.
Oh my gosh.
You need a demo, you need a jackhammer. I know. This is the left side. I told you this is where the problem is. His left middle is the tightest part, and then this is going to be the most, right there, yep. Right there. You're in the most avoidance.
Ooh.
Yep.
Mama, I love you. God,
So sorry.
Right there. Oh.
I'm getting a shot of your hands. They were like.
Right there.
Holy smokes.
All right. Right lower is actually the healthiest part of your spine. Because it actually works.
Yeah.
That's why it's injured. It actually showed up to training. It showed up to the game.
Man, the left side, boy. Ooh.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's, I'll get down to here. I call it the Honeywell. It's going to be that spot right down here in a second.
And that's more tied in with a knot, though, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. The knots are like tangles are You know, the body half expects that whatever happened in here is going to happen again, and so it's like in guard mode. It's in a protective position to immobilize the area that was injured originally. And I would say this is probably the oldest injury in your back. It's actually right here. It came up. It's going to come up real quick. Let's see if you can see that. But you know, this side I had to work a little bit more, but it's already, you know, a lot of toxins are in there. You know, I use the word toxin to denote the cellular waste. So when your body burns energy or burns sugar or burns what we call pyruvate, and then it ultimately burns something called adenosine triphosphate, ATP is the energy currency of your body. The waste product of burning ATP is lactic acid, right? So when you're lifting a weight at the gym, right, and you feel your muscles burning, that's because you're burning energy, and then acid is in your muscles, right?
Yeah.
That's why it burns. Now, that's why hopefully after a big workout, you put heat on the muscles, right? Because you're trying to drive oxygen from the blood to bind to the lactic acid to form carbon dioxide and water, and you exhale the carbon dioxide.
Gotcha.
Okay, so if an area is so tight that it doesn't really get to ever relax because it's from posture, this area is constantly building up more lactic acid that can be pulled out of it, right? So this is where just getting the work is the first step, but then changing the posture has to happen. Otherwise, Ed, it's back again. There we go. All right. This is the SI joint. This is what when you're on your side and I'm checking your hips, I'm checking this sacroiliac joint. And the more mobile this joint is, the more pressure it takes off your lower back. So we want this joint to be as loose as possible. And that slows down the aging. Okay, yeah. Slows down the aging of your lower back. All right, let it go. Breathe. I know. Not the hamstrings. Right there, yep, oh boy. See, the more forward your chest goes, the tighter your hamstrings get. And so even getting your chest more upright will relieve this, that makes sense, constant tension in your hamstrings. That's why they're sore. It's because of when you're standing, your chest is forward, and then these hamstrings are tight to keep you from falling over.
Gotcha.
You got me? Right? So everybody that gets so focused on the hamstrings, I think you're missing the point. Now, why are you working on the hamstrings, Doctor? Well, yes, I want to try to get some blood in here to help relax this a little bit so it gets some of his symptoms down. But ultimately, we got to get his chest upright. You know, I don't mind working on things to try to make my patients feel better. I'm not all about pain, but I am. If you're not doing things to correct the problem, to me, you're wasting both my time and your time. You're not going to help the person long term. You've got to get you corrected and get the alignment fixed.
My wife hate when I do that to her.
She doesn't like her feet.
She like her feet, but when I pull the toenails, she don't like it.
How do you like it?
It don't bother me.
Nice. Come up. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, breathe. I got you. Here we go. Exhale. There we go. There you go. Good. Here we go. Exhale. There you go. Good. A little movement. Good. Yeah, we gotta stretch you now. So come with me. There you go. Breathe. And you stay here for about a minute. Now your hands are gonna go numb because all this tightness in your pec. right? So we're trying to stretch your shoulders back, but underneath your pec muscle is the nerves that go down your arm. So if your arms go numb, you're gonna put your arm to the side,
Okay.
or down, or back on your belly. But see if you can let them hang here for a second. So we start, look over here for a second. You're gonna start up here, and then you're gonna work your way down to your middle back. We're gonna leave the lower back alone.
Okay.
So we're gonna run from here to bring the vertebrae closer to the home position. What the adjustment does is I'm trying to take you from here to here, and the distance is too far,
Gotcha.
right? So the way this would work over adjustments, what you would see is the first adjustment I got 3 bones to move, the second adjustment I got 5, the third I got 4, 7. You understand? We work our way to getting all of those vertebrae moving, but the distance is so far, we need to start stretching you so that I can actually get it to move on the table. We call that subluxation, was the word that chiropractors were trying to use to describe the misalignment of the vertebrae. The bones are out of their normal juxtaposition, and so it's just time stretching. So move down 1 inch, sort of push with your feet and move upwards. There you go. Oh boy. And then you're gonna start attacking that injury on that left side. You put your arms down, there you go, put them down. You understand? That injury that's on that left middle side is gonna become more apparent as you roll down another couple more inches.
Okay.
Right? So you're gonna, and then go ahead and push it a little bit. Try to drag your bottom. You just drag it and then push. There you go. Okay?
Yeah.
And what you'll actually feel is that this will actually start stretching open on the front. So your ribs attached to your sternum, all of this has to open up to allow your chest to come in.
This feel good.
And every day, the rest of your life,
I can do this every morning.
bottom down, good.
Okay.
I know. Now roll back the way you came a little bit. Go back the way you roll this way. I'll do the same thing again. There you go. Breathe. You gotta. I know it's the first time anybody's ever done this to me, Ed. Breathe, and this will actually be something you look forward to.
I feel like I'm gonna have a good sleep tonight.
There you go. And you bring your knees right. There you go. There you go. Let it go.
Must be the wife.
It's okay.
I'll call you back. I'm getting adjusted.
It's okay.
Getting a shot of your hands, they were like.
Right there.
Holy smokes!
All right. Time out. Time out. 2 minutes.
I tell them all the time, we're gonna get
Man.
Left. Slowly.
Bring my knees.
Yep. It's left. Get the idea?
Yeah.
You're just moving all, and then the knees. Right. I've been doing this my whole life. So, okay, show off. All right, press back. A little bit. There we go.
Yeah, I like tear the pots.